unite in a resounding chord. Experience the African dream.
Everybody, wherever you're watching us from around the globe, welcome Africa. Here to Ghana, to Accra, to Legon, to the University of Ghana, and it is the grand commissioning of the University of Ghana Sports Stadium happening today to host all of Africa for the 13th African Games. Welcome. I've been joined here by my colleagues. I've been joined here by Isaac Tete. I've been joined here by Kojo Adam Mensah. Gentlemen, it is a very enthralling day, realizing that we are going to be commissioning a facility that is going to be hosting numerous games coming up in the 13th African Games.
Of course, it's an exciting moment because, again, we're looking at the benefits Ghana stands to gain, and of course, this signifying the final phase of preparation for the African Games. It is a huge one. It is a platform where we get to see African talent and the rich cultural displays of Africa. We get to celebrate them. Essentially, it's going to also foster unity and social harmony, contribute to peace on the continent. So beyond the athletic value, it goes beyond that. There's a lot of benefits that a continent gets to derive from the African Games. And Ghana becomes the biggest beneficiary, in my estimation, because of the fact that we are hosting. And we see the kind of development, infrastructure being constructed just to host the African Games. So there's a lot of benefit at stake, and I think we are up for it.
Right. Could you let me come to you, though? What does it mean to all Ghanaians? It's the first time ever the African Games is coming to our shores. It should be exciting. First of all, let me say what it means to me personally. For those who know, this is where I was born. I'm a Legon boy.
Wow.
This is where I was born, raised. My dad was a lecturer. My dad was a vice chancellor. You know, so back in the day, all we had was the athletics and on sun. Now, in my lifetime, thankfully, we have a proper modern state-of-the-art stadium. So it means a lot to me as a Legon boy, as a boy whose Fruma lies right here. But
you never competed on the athletics? You never competed?
No, I was 100 meter. I used to do 100 by 4.
Oh, really?
I never broke. You know, I think my best time was 12.5 seconds or something like that. But that's okay. I'm happy for Ghana. Yes, now let me go as a country. This is fantastic. And it being in Legon, I'm also glad because it's in a catchment area where all the people... Come on, you are with us the whole day. But let me bring in an honorable here into the fold. And of course, get his thoughts through. Honorable, please, right here. Please come in. Yeah, right there. What an exciting day. Isaac, take it over.
This is the Honorable Minister, Greater Accra Minister Designate, that's Honorable Daniel Ikwate, Titus Global. Boss, great to have you here.
Great to see you too.
Fantastic. As the Regional Minister Designate, this is happening right here in the territory. Tell us what you make of this commissioning today of the University of Ghana, Legon.
Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it amazing? This project was started by His Excellency President J. Kufuor. When we exited power, the NDC left it to rot. They never saw the value in the investment of sports right here. And His Excellency President Akufo-Addo and His Excellency Vice President Bawumia took the seat. Look at what we have done. Can you imagine the talents that are going to develop from here? Right from the university community, outside the university community that is going to come here. So for me, I think that MPP, our communication should be stronger and better. Because what can they say? What at all is NDC going to say? And for the politics, we have to do it. Because in the midst of all this...
Honorable, is it necessary now?
Why is it not necessary?
It's like it's an old Ghanaian project. This is for Ghana. The athletes are both NDC, MPP, and everyone.
Please. You are here and they keep saying, we have borrowed, we have spent money, and we don't see how much I've got of it. Are you not here? So this is an example. In the midst of all these challenges, we managed to save money and invest into this project. So you need to applaud government for what they have done.
Yeah, Honorable, in applauding government, what is government's expectation of athletes and Ghanaians participating in this African Games? So what is the expectation?
It is the last time we had such a games, I remember, was African Cup of Nations in 1978, when Awulekwe was the captain of the Black Star. I was a young boy, I was in class 6 at the time. And this is what we have seen, that other African countries are come to compete here. First of all, it bonds us together as Africans. That is very key. That Africa, one thing that makes us stronger and all the time is the relationship that we build within the continent. So for the African countries to come here to do this sport, for me, it is going to make us more stronger. Number two, how do you harness talents? Because this facility is not meant for the university community. It's a national asset. So all the disciplines in sports, the National Sports Council, this is a time for them to begin to look at these talents, pick them up. The intercourt that we used to do at the time. My school is just at the back here, Pusek Legon.
Right.
I'm on that here. So right away, let us begin to tap these talents from all these schools. Bring them along. If we start very early and we pick them up, give them more training, make money budget available, we're able to pick the best out of them and compete in international competitions and all that. So for me, I think that this project has come at a very right time, that we're able to begin to look for these talents to come around and push Ghana to higher heights.
Honorable, before you take leave of us, Accra has been declared the sports city for Africa 2024. That is huge. What can we do to capitalize on this project initiative to make probably Accra more a tourist, destination?
The most important thing is about how do you build security so that people can walk any time of the day without fear. So most important thing we need to look at is about security. So as your incoming regional minister, the Regional Security Council, the National Security Council will liaise with the police to make sure everywhere in the region is safe, particularly in Accra. The second point is about sanitation. To make the region and Accra the seat of this event is about sanitation. All the surrounding assemblies, AMA, Ayawaso West Woko, Ayawaso East, Ayawaso Central Municipality, and Lada de Kotopong, we have to make sure that the environment and the assemblies in which they are working are neat all the time. We'll put our shoulder behind the wheel and to make sure we clear some of these filters.
Honorable, thank you very much. Congratulations on your new appointment. All the best. All right, so currently happening with lots of dignitaries coming through, honorable members of the ruling party and of course of parliament as well. We're going to get a lot more thoughts coming through, Isaac.
Of course, so we have another reputable stakeholder when it comes to sports in the country. He's the NSA board chair. That's Honorable Seth Paon Poyoyo. Boss, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
How are we doing this morning?
I'm okay.
Pumped up for the commissioning?
Yeah, we are here for the commissioning.
From the NSA's perspective, what do you make of this Legon University of Ghana Stadium and how it's going to have an impact in our sporting ecosystem?
Yeah, this is a great achievement. It's one of the milestone achievements of the Nanado's government. And you could see that it was a facility that was started by J.A. Kufuor, but was not able to lay it. We came up and we saw the need in hosting the African Games. And as part of the uplifting of the legacy project, the University of Ghana sports facility was also earmarked. And fortunately today, we are commissioning this, as we've seen, and it's going to be an add-on. You see this page is a very standard page, and it's also even qualified now for the Olympic qualifier under the Athletics Competition Federations, and we have Ruby Stadium also just annexed it. So it's a big add-on to our national sports and facilities, and it will be very easy for us to bid for subsequent games to come into the country because we can now boast of first-class sporting facilities to protect the country.
Honorable, it's a magnificent edifice. I know we've not even gone into it yet, but just looking at it from the outside, it's beautiful. The question has always been that 4 years from now, 6 years from now, 10 years from now, how do we keep for this new, not only this, but we've seen what we did in Boteman, superb. What is the plan to maintain these facilities?
Yes, so these facilities have come with a manual plan, a maintenance manual plan. And all that we're going to advocate is to ensure that there is more budgetary allocations to the National Sports Authority and institutions so that carrying out the implementation of the maintenance manual plan, the schedules will not be an hindrance. Normally, this is always our challenge. We build this nicely after some few years and it deteriorates. And it has to do with the maintenance culture. And when we make funds available, we can also hold responsible the schedule officers who are assigned to manage the facility to account. So we have to advocate for more budgetary allocations to ensure that the facilities are maintained and we don't go back to the olden days whereby you build, use and destroy. We should move away from that theory and ensure that we carry out the maintenance schedule as been designed by the executors so that we can have the facility live long for the use of generations to come.
I mean, the NSA is almost a supervisory body for many sporting, if like federations, associations in the country. And how do you feel that much are coming into the African Games and your expectations of how many medals you...
Yeah, it's very much exciting. It's very much exciting in executing when it comes to execution of our sporting facilities, and to us it's a great excitement that as a country we can have a lot of this to execute. We have the Cape Coast Sports Stadium being ready, we have the Accra Sports Stadium being ready, and all these things has to do with lack of funding, and that is always causing most of the challenges in maintenance. So let's advocate for more resources, and our personnel are going to be up and doing it.
Thank you very much. Right. All right, so we are still very much live here. We are here to commission the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. Actually, it's been said, it's not only going to be used for us, the university, but it's going to be so it's going to be very fun. All right, so I've been joined here by Dr. Bello. He's a busy man, so you can see him even on his phone while he joins me here on interview. Dr. Bello, what a happy day for you. Good morning.
Yeah, that is a fulfilled day. It is a great day. If we would observe it, I have had a terrible news, and I'm in mourning because I've lost my only brother from my mom, and we are in the
deepest condolences.
Thank you, in the thick of it. And then I come this morning, I said we have to open this, a project of 24 years plus, thereabout, and then we are now opening. This is fantastic. It is a very good news, yes.
I mean, you have been around to see it from the scratch, see install, continue install, and all of a sudden now, in 2024, it is fully fledged and ready to host a major competition. I mean, what excitement is this for you and, of course, the university as well?
I am very, very excited. The university is very excited. I am grateful and happy that I would be someone during whose tenure such a thing would happen. The university has gotten a fantastic sporting facility. We are already pace setters, and now we are going to even emphasize that and reinforce it because it has now been enhanced. We are very, very happy, excited, and more will come. We are also ready and putting our concepts and strategies for the maintenance and sustainability so that it doesn't end up with like the others. But it is a great news. Up, down, struggling, sleepless nights, seeing this, seeing that, stalling, and today here we are. It is an exciting news. Very, very grateful to Almighty Allah, and we are very happy and we feel fulfilled. We thank the Republic of Ghana, we thank the government, the LOC, and all those who are involved, and then of course, the people of Ghana. And you should come and join us.
Let me finally ask you, there was always this conversation about who is going to be the What can you tell us from that perspective?
No, 100%. The facilities are going to go back into the hands of the University of Ghana at the games. Access to come and use the facilities. The facility is going to be maintained and sustained by the University of Ghana. And I can tell you that the Vice Chancellor has set up a committee on the sustainability, on the legacy basically. And the first committee has finished and submitted its work. A broader committee has now been formed to set the process of operationalization of those strategies. That is what we are on now. I was part of the initial committee. I am also part of the second committee. So we are on it. It is not that we are putting measures in there. We are in the process. We are doing. Teams are there, and we have to finish that work by the end of March and kickstart it. And we are going to maintain and set a record that it is not going to be like the other facilities. I'm very optimistic.
Thank you very much, Dr. Bello, and all the best. Good luck. All right, so we will be taking some sights and sound. Let's take a look at. Let's go around. Let's go around and have a feel of how the commissioning ground is looking like. Let's take a look at it.
There's a place where dreams come alive, where the rhythms of the land fill the air. Come and join us on this beautiful journey. Experience the dream. From savannah to the deep blue sea, feel the heartbeat from
Ghana, voices unite in a resounding call. The time is up. The African Games 2023 comes to our shores. Join us as we celebrate the unity of our continent through the power of sport. Experience the African dream.
All right, so yes, that's the sight and sound, I should say, happening around as we are going to be commissioning the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. All the way from Egypt, I've been joined by Ahmed, and he's the Secretary General of UPSA. If you like, to put it in context, the NSA version of Ghana. Ahmed, good to have you in Ghana. How is Ghana treating you to begin with?
Oh, it's an amazing festival, of course. We spent many times before to be preparing to this moment of excellence and the moment of success. On behalf of UPSA, Major General Ahmed Nasser, the President, and all the UPSA staff, we're talking about the African Confederations. We'll participate in the Ghana Games 2023. Now I hear the dream become true. I am very glad to have these all the nice occasions, facilities, preparing the crew, working with His Excellency, the Honorable Minister Mustafa. They do the best, and we will try to have the opportunity to give them our hand to success and being a very 13th African Game, Accra 2023, the best. And looking forward to 2027 in a place I wish to be, Cairo.
Yeah. All right, no, but you have been around for so many of these games now. You've seen the infrastructure Ghana has put in place. I mean, what do you make of the infrastructure and how ready Ghana is?
I saw it from the scratch in Guatemala. It's now very good and huge and modern facilities there. And in Accra University, of course, and also facilities growing up for modern and but most recently facilities. So I appreciate your help. I appreciate you looking for Africa. We need. Africa needs that spirit. Africa needs coming together by the soft power sports. I'm very glad and I am very proud of my Africa, Ghana, Egypt, all the African nations. Become one. Now we see youth, girls and the boys and all the staff and all in one hand. We need the African game become the best.
Right. What kind of games are you expecting now? What kind of level of competition are you expecting? Looking at what countries do you think are going to be coming in to dominate?
Thinking about gathering to Paris, Olympic Paris 2024, but we all with all. So 24 countries, 45 countries and about 27 sports. We will do the best.
Right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining us. And all the best. Have a nice time in Ghana.
Thank you and see you again. Yeah. Okay, see you in the court.
I'll see you. Okay. Sure. All right, so yes, it's all happening now. The Vice President of Ghana will be joining us at Lagos, commissioning this facility that is going to be hosting the African Games, the 13th edition of it. First time Ghana is hosting these games, and all of us are proud of this moment. I'm going to be joined very soon by, again, Isaac and Kojo Ademensa as we continue having the conversation about the African Games and what to expect. Listen, this isn't the only facility that is going to be hosting games. We're going to be seeing those facilities in Boteman, which 2 weeks ago was commissioned by the president of the land, and they are also going to be hosting many other games. They are going to be also the rugby or the cricket oval, the rugby, many places to go to. Take a look at how the Boteman Sports Complex is looking like for swimming, for tennis, and plenty of other sporting facilities there that has been contracted to host the 13th African Games. Again, joined here by Kojo Ademensa. I mean, this is University of Ghana, your university, of course. But when you look at what has happened in Boteman as well, it's very impressive. Superb.
I mean, this is fantastic. Fantastic legacy for Ghana. I think since all these started, we've been worried about maintenance. But the good thing about here is that it's situated within the university. It's close to the campus. It's right by the sports directorate. And because it will be used and to be maintained, it's not like, I mean, a pond that was so far away. It's been worried about.
So, taking the and the facility that is going to be hosting the track events, the field events, and some football as well. We can't wait to get in. We can't wait to get into this facility. So yeah, that is the Vice President of Ghana. The ground feed from the event host as the event starts.
Responding to the cheers from Ghana to the tournament, he was here to assist us, and he promised Ghana will be ready, and indeed Ghana is ready. Charismatic and unassuming second gentleman of the land, His Excellency Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia in the house, exchanging pleasantries with TCAG members and the AU Commissioner, flanked by Affable Mustafa Yusuf. His Excellency exchanging greetings with the diplomatic Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia exchanging pleasantries with the diplomatic corps. shall we have the national anthem? The media, please reposition yourself. The media, please reposition yourself for the national anthem. Ghana supporters, thank you. Thank you. His Excellency has taken his position. Please let's be where we are for the national anthem by the military band. The military band for that wonderful rendition of our national anthem. God bless our homeland Ghana and make our nation great and strong, bold to defend forever the cause of freedom and of right. Good morning, Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana and the flag bearer of the NPP, Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia, Sector Minister Honorable Mustafa Yusuf and his Deputy Honorable Bobie, Ministers of State, Service Chiefs, the AU Commissioner, Her Excellency Minata, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Ghana, Professor Nanaba Apia Amfo, diplomat herein gathered, the Executive Chairman of the Local Organizing Committee for the 13th African Games, Dr. Kweku Fosu Asari, members of the TCAG, members and staff of the Local Organizing Committee for the 13th African Games, members and staff of the National Sports Authority, members and staff of the Ministry of Youth and Sports, colleagues from the Inky fraternity, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the official commissioning of the University of Ghana Sports Stadium in readiness for the 13th African Games. Gratitude, they say, is a legal tender that we spend without fear of bankruptcy. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Your presence is highly appreciated. We're commencing the program with prayer, and we're calling on Reverend Dati to give us the opening prayer. Shall we put our hands together for Reverend? Oh, you can do it better, please. Thank you so much for the honor and the privilege. I want to once again acknowledge the presence of our Vice President. Shall we all put our hands together and celebrate this great man? Shall we celebrate him? Let's celebrate him. Wherever you are, please bow down your head and let's share a word of prayer. Wherever you are, I know you believe there's a God. So we honor this God this morning. I pray that the hand of the Lord will be on this program. Paul wrote a letter to Timothy, and he said, "Bodily profiteth a little. Profit in bodily exercise." My Bible tells me that when Moses finished building the temple, and he dedicated it to God, the glory and the cloud of majesty was so strong that even the priest could not stand to minister. The same thing happened when Solomon built the temple and dedicated it to God. Today we commission this edifice. I am glad I saw its beginnings, and today I am seeing its complexion. It's a wonderful edifice that not only glorifies humanity, but glorifies God. We pray that the eyes of the Lord will be upon this place. The glory and the majesty and the peace and the goodwill of God will never leave this place one day. I pray that today will be the meaning and the resurgence of Ghana as a sporting nation. We will never fail again from today. Success will be attained every day in this place. This place will become a place of telling testimonies of the wonderful things this nation will achieve in sports. There will never be any failure. Success shall become our second name. We shall see laurels, we shall see victories, we shall see celebrations celebrated every day in this place. And it is beginning with the All-African Games 13th edition. May this prophecy hold good and come to pass. In the matchless name of Jesus, we have declared. And can all the saints say amen and slap our hands together to the glory of God. Thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you so much, Reverend Asante Date. Let's do it once again for him, please. We can do better. The program is officially opened, but it is customary that wherever the African Games is held, the AU anthem is important. Shall we be upstanding for the AU anthem? For the AU anthem. Anthem of the African Union. It reminds me of one of the founding members of the African Games, the first president of Ghana, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. He said the black man is capable of managing his own affairs. Your Excellency, with your permission, I would want to acknowledge some dignitaries herein present. We have in our midst here the Greater Accra Regional Minister, Designate, Honorable Titus Glover. Titus Glover, let's be.
Yes. We have Honorable Seth Boyoyo, Board Chair, National Sports Authority in our midst. Mr. Majid Bawa, Deputy General, Deputy Director General, I must say, National Sports Authority. We have the Chief Director, Ministry of Youth and Sports. HR Manager, Total Energies, Mr. Richard Debra is in our midst. The venue manager for Legon, or the University of Ghana, Dr. Bello, is also a sports director at this premier university. The contractors...
Where are you? Let's see you, Dr. Bello. Yes, we can do better.
The contractors and consultants, good morning. We salute you for a good work done. Thank you for your presence.
The concert. Thank you very much.
We have the MCE for Ayiwaso West, Honorable Sandra Owusu Ahinkra. Thank you so much for joining us, Mother.
Most welcome.
We have some diplomats in our midst as well. Daniela Diolandi, Ambassador of Italy. Let's put our hands together for her, please. Madam Grace Mason, South African High Commissioner. Emmanuel Inzunda, Organization of African Trade Union Unity. Nathan Cadell from the French Embassy. Abdoulaye Suara, Mali Embassy. João Anda Silva Oliveira is in our midst from Brazil. Chief of Mission, International Organization for Migration, Fatou Diallo, in the IE. The Member of Parliament for Ayiwaso West Wogon, Honorable Lydia Seyram Al-Hassan, Minister-designate Sanitation, Water and Resources. She is the host MP, the MP for this constituency. Let's do it better for her, please. Deputy Director General TVET, Mr. David Pra, representing the Honorable Minister of Education. Dr. Boadu
There's a place where dreams come alive, where the rhythms of the land fill the air. Come and join us on this beautiful journey. Experience the African dream. From savannah to the deep blue sea, feel the heartbeat.
From every corner of Ghana, voices unite in a resounding call. The time is up. The African Games 2023 comes to our shores. Join us as we celebrate the unity of our continent through the power of sport. Experience the African dream. From every corner of Ghana, voices unite in a resounding call. The time is up. The African Games 2023 comes to...
Thank you, Ghana Supporters Union. Thank you for the interlude. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ghana Supporters Union. Please, time is fast spent. Thank you. Please be reminded that this program is live on GTV Sports Plus and GTV, and also streaming on YouTube and Facebook of GTV Sports. We have a lot of dignitaries in our midst, and so I'll pause here. As the program wears on, I will introduce the rest. Dr. Kwaku Fosu-Asare is the chief host, the executive chairman of the local organizing committee. It is traditional that he welcomes us to this program. Shall we put our hands together for Dr. Kwaku Fosu-Asare, an astute sports journalist and the executive chairman of the LOC. Oh, you can do it better, please.
Thank you very much, MC Dan Kwaku Eboa, Excellency Vice President of the Republic, Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, distinguished personalities, my Minister of Youth and Sports, Honorable Yusuf Mustafa, also a member of Parliament for Yagaba Kabori, Honorable Regional Minister, we welcome you to your seat. I'm sure you are gradually warming the seat. Distinguished ministers of state who are here assembled, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Ghana, my alma mater, Professor Ama, you are most welcome. The TCAG Chairperson, Her Excellency Minata Susumi, the TCAG members, distinguished diplomats here in assembled, distinguished men in the uniform. I'm building on the protocol list outlined by my MC and member of the LOC, Dan Kwekwe, distinguished members of the press. It reminds me of my younger days when I used to be like you, our contractors, the supporters union, and all in here assembled. Ladies and gentlemen, the consultants, I want to plead with the Vice President to break protocol today by inviting members of the LOC to join me to welcome all of you here today. Please spare me 1 minute for me to ask all members of the LOC to join me here as I deliver my warm welcome remarks. Please, let's put our hands together for the LOC members. So, over here is Dr. Jumfo Williams. We have Ms. Joyce Dacha, the MC, and Joyce has the portfolio of accommodation. Dr. Williams is in charge of medical and anti-doping. My good brother here is also the head of media and communication. Here is Mr. Ahmed Khalid Grugruwe. He is also a member of the media committee, member of the legal subcommittee, and also member of the security subcommittee, the liaison. Here is Al-Haj. Put our hands together. He's contributed immensely to beautify these places. If any subcommittee chairperson is here, please join us. Protocol. His Excellency Ambassador Techi Manson. We have also Brigadier General Tim Dr. Bataban here in charge of our security. Can you also join us here? And the co-chairperson. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the men behind the scenes. You hear my name, the chairperson, but these are the guys who are doing the work. So I'm happy you have accepted, Excellency Vice President, to have allowed me to have brought them to the fore and taken a bit of your time. Ladies and gentlemen, on an occasion like this, we cannot help but thank the Lord for how far he has brought us. Since 65, we never thought we were going to have such an opportunity. But as I always say, God in his infinite wisdom has designed that this is the day. 2024 is when Ghana will have the opportunity to host the African Games. If you believe in that, put your hands together. It is destiny, and it was going to happen under this government. But please note that this opportunity given to us by Almighty God is for all Ghanaians. And therefore, we must all come together to host the African Games. On an occasion like this, as we at the LOC welcome everybody to the commissioning of this edifice or the facilities here, I want to inform you that Legon is going to be the hub of the African Games. It is going to be the nerve center of the African Games. And why do I say so? I say so because we'll be having athletics over here, we'll be having football over here, we have built a new rugby stadium, and I'm happy the African Rugby President has joined us, Mr. Herbert Mensah. So from now onwards, and look behind you is the warm-up. That gives us the opportunity to host international athletics competitions. But another important thing that we have over here at the Legon is the Games Village. And the Games Village is for the athletes. At the Games Village, we at the LOC are supposed to protect the athletes. Royal Man back 1975 or so, when we had the Munich disaster, massacre I should say. It's been the responsibility of the LOC at any games to protect the athletes. So I want to inform you that that place is a restricted zone. Nobody can have easy access. We are working in tandem with the security, so please bear with us. We have come out of accreditation, so please bear with us. If you are asked that you cannot use this route, please understand. Let's work with the security team that is in place to help us protect the games and make the games incident-free. So please, we are saying that this is where we will have the important games. We'll also play football at Accra Sports Stadium. On this occasion, as we welcome all of you, we are also appealing to you to be at your best behavior. You know, Ghanaians are hospitable, so let's prepare ourselves to host the entire African continent. Before I take my seat, I want to appeal to the Vice President that we dedicate one day in the week for every Ghanaian to wear the African Games T-shirts. So we are proposing Thursday, for instance, if your government will allow us, that everybody wears the African Games T-shirt. And the ministries, our organizations, Mr. Vice President, we are also going to market the T-shirts. We are appealing to Ghanaians. We will come out with the venues, the venues where we will sell the T-shirt. Please, we have invested in producing the T-shirts. Spend a little bit money to buy the T-shirt for us to also generate revenue. On that note, I want to thank, COP, Mr. Suraj is right behind me representing the police. I want to thank His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo for the opportunity he has given us to be on the LOC, for all that he has done for us since we were put together, for the support and everything, the commissioning of Boteman facilities. We want to also thank the Vice President for spending time with us during the 100 days countdown, and the Minister, and currently being here. We know he's very busy, but Vice P, we say thank you very much for everything you have done. On that note, we want to thank all of you, and you are most welcome to today's function. God bless you all.
Thank you, Dr. Kweku Fosu-Asare, the Executive Chairman of the Local Organizing Committee, for that wonderful remarks. Shall we put our hands together once again for my Executive Chairman? It is time for the custodians of the land on which the beautiful edifice is situated to give us a remark. And we have in our midst the Vice-Chancellor of the Premier University, University of Ghana, Professor Nanaba Apia Amfo, to do that for us. A round of applause, please.
Thank you, Mr. Dan Kweku Yeboah. His Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, the AU Commissioner and other representatives from the AU, the Honorable Minister for Youth and Sports, the Honorable Greater Accra Regional Minister Designate, our MP for Ayawaso West Wuogon, and other members of Parliament who are here, officials from the Ministry of Youth and Sports, the Local Organizing Committee who we have just seen, the Ghana Sports Authority, members of the Diplomatic Corps, invited guests, the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited and humbled to welcome you to the University of Ghana Legon campus. The LOC chair has just said that this is the hub or the nerve center of the African Games. University of Ghana is proud to host this magnificent stadium and other sports facilities. The 13th African Games has no doubt brought enormous infrastructure development to this country, and the University of Ghana can boast of contributing and also benefiting immensely from the infrastructure projects. Following the release of 100-acre land at Boteman to the Ministry for the construction of sporting facilities and the sword cutting ceremony performed by His Excellency the President of the Republic in 2021, a state-of-the-art sports complex has been completed and commissioned by the President a few weeks ago. The University of Ghana can now boast of newly constructed rugby stadium, warm-up track and field, and the completion of the University of Ghana Stadium. This investment promises to bring immense benefits to the development of sports in Ghana and the university in particular. Ladies and gentlemen, the University of Ghana has always aspired and made efforts towards integrating sports into the academic curriculum. As champions and pace setters, the university conquered Africa in tennis and won the West African University Sports Federation Games held in the University of Ile-Ife in Nigeria earlier this year. We have nurtured great athletes who are now in the various national teams, the likes of Benjamin Azemeti, who is now the national 100 meters record holder. The completion of these sports facilities will therefore complement the efforts of university management to continue to promote sports in the country. I would leave the details of what are contained in these facilities to the other speakers, the Minister of Sports in particular. But I would like to say that the University of Ghana Sports Directorate has been very pivotal in liaison with the university and the government of Ghana, who is the funder of this project, and the contractors who have worked tirelessly to bring us to this point. The university is hosting the Games Village at the 4 UGEL halls, and together with UGEL, the university gave the halls out to be refurbished and upgraded. We have also provided space for ancillary facilities such as a clinic and hospitality services. Your Excellency, Honorable Minister, the University of Ghana is very conscious of the responsibility that goes with taking over these facilities after the Games. The university is also aware of the perennial issues of maintenance and sustainability of such facilities and has braced itself for these. A committee was set up for the legacy project of the African Games well over a year ago to develop modalities for maintenance and a business model to run and maintain the facilities. After presenting their report, a broader committee has been formed to work on the operationalization of the recommendations made. We are hopeful that by the time the stadium is officially handed over to the university, we will be prepared and ready to implement the legacy, maintenance, and sustainability initiatives. We'd like to assure you of our unwavering commitment to ensure that investments made in this project will yield enormous benefits for the foreseeable future. On behalf of the management of the university, we wish to express our sincere appreciation to His Excellency, the President of the Republic, the Vice President as well, and the Minister of Youth and Sports, and the project implementation team for your commitment to the timely completion of the stadium and other facilities. We look forward to spectacular games and thrilling euphoria as we host the 2023 Africa Games this month. May God bless us all, and I thank you for your attention.
Thank you, the Vice Chancellor of the Premier University. Indeed, God bless us all. As I did indicate, there are a lot of dignitaries in our midst. Let me seize this opportunity, Your Excellency, with your permission, to add a few names. In Ghana, very few athletes have had the opportunity to be at the Olympic Games. And we have only one triple Olympian. His name is Reverend Osei Kofi. Quite apart from that, we have Mr. Oko Adi, one of the celebrated athletes Ghana has ever produced. He was a gold medalist in the 1966 Commonwealth Games and an African Games participant. Thank you so much for gracing the occasion. Mr. Rex Bobby, Deputy Chief Operating Officer of the LOC, a former athlete. He's also an Olympian. He's in our midst. In the late 80s and early 90s, those of us who used to witness athletics in Kumasi, there was one slogan, Korawo Speed, referring to Emmanuel Tufo. He is a 4-time participant and a gold medalist of the African Games. Emmanuel Tufo, let's put our hands together for him. He's also an Olympian. We have the president of the Ghana Football Association in our midst. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for Mr. Kurt Okreku. We move on to take another remark from the African Union Commissioner for Health, Humanitarian and Social Development, Her Excellency Minata. Let's put our hands together for her, please.
Thank you so much, MC. Your Excellency Mahmoudou Bawumia, Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, my dear brother Mustafa, Yusuf, Minister of Youth and Sport, Honorable Ministers, Deputy Ministers, Honorable Deputy Minister, my sister Nana Aya, Madam Mayor of the City of Accra, Honorable Vice Chancellor of the University of Ghana, my brother Kwaku Ofosu Asare, Executive Chairman of LOC, distinguished member of TCAG, Your Excellencies, ambassadors, member of diplomatic corps, distinguished personalities and dignitary represent your all protocol duly observed. It is my pleasure and honor to join you today at this important event of the organization of the African Game 23 from 8 to 23 March 2024. Today's activity testifies the commitment of the Republic of Ghana to deliver a successful games and to empower African youth through the power of sport. I convey the warm greetings from His Excellency Musa Faki Mahamat, Chairperson of the African Union Commission, to the people and government of the Republic of Ghana, and extend my sincere appreciation for the hospitality accorded to us ever since we arrived in the historic and hospitable city of Accra. I'm also excited as African Union Commissioner to say congratulations to the Republic of Ghana for its unwavering commitment to hold a great African Games and for the huge investment in sporting facilities and other related structure. Clap for the government of Ghana for this big investment. Ladies and gentlemen, Africa is rising not only in other social and economic sectors, but also in sports. Africa has experienced a rapid increase in profile within the global development discourse over the last decade. The contribution sport can make to the social and economic development of the African continent is enormous. It is increasingly being recognized as a tool for supporting development efforts throughout the world. Sport is a key feature of the changing landscape of economic, socio-economic development across the African continent and globally. Since sport plays an important role in society, government and other development actors should not view it as a cost, but rather an investment. Sport Sport is a low-cost investment with great impact on the future and provides a strategic intervention and opportunity to shape Africa future, the Africa we want. It is our expectation that the legacies of the African Games 23 in Ghana will provide opportunities and transform lives of many young Ghanaians, and I can see young people with us today. Let us clap in for youth, the future of Africa. With these few remarks, I can confidently say we are looking forward for a beautiful games starting on 8 March 2024. It is time for Ghana, I insist. It is time for Ghana. Let us experience the African dream, and I thank you for your kind attention.
We can do better than this, please. Her Excellency AU Commissioner Minata, thank you so much. This is our time. Experience the African dream. Before I proceed, Your Excellency, once again, let me seize this opportunity to acknowledge the presence of MP for Efia and Minister of State Public Sector, Honorable Kujo. We have Honorable Mavis Bwedu, Deputy Minister, Foreign Affairs in our midst. She's also a member of Parliament. Deputy Minister for the Interior, Honorable Nana Eya. She's also a member of Parliament. Honorable Elizabeth Saki, Mayor of Accra, is here. And from the Diplomatic Corps, Mr. Tiofa Ruangwa, Republic of Rwanda. Ambassador of the Arab Republic of Egypt, A.M. Yusuf, is in our midst as well. Let's put our hands together for him, please. At this juncture, it is time for the sector minister. If there's one portfolio in politics in Ghana that is unenviable, it is the Ministry of Youth and Sports. Let's put our hands together for Afabo Mustafa Yusuf.
Thank you so much. Thank you, supporters union. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so grateful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Bawumia, the AU Commissioner and the Chairperson of TCAG, Your Excellency Ambassador Minata, Honorable Ministers of State, my hard-working Deputy Minister, Honorable Evans Opoku-Bobie, Deputy Ministers present here, Members of Parliament, the Chairperson of the Parliamentary Select Committee for Youth, Sports and Culture, distinguished members of the Diplomatic Corps, the Vice Chancellor of the Premier University, University of Ghana, Member of Parliament for Ayawaso West Constituency, the Get Fund Administrator, Mr. Richard Bwedu, the Mayor of Accra, the security agencies, my hard-working Chief Director and staff of the Ministry of Youth and Sports, the Chairman, the Executive Chairman of the Local Organizing Committee and members of the Local Organizing Committee, and the staff of the Local Organizing Committee Secretariat, the GFA President, the District Chief Executive of Ayawaso West District, the President of the Ghana Olympic Committee, the President of National Sports Federation, the Chief of Mission, International Organization for Migration, the Director of Confucius Institute of the University of Ghana, Legon, the hard-working contractors, Stefano and Gianluca, and the consultants, the Ghana Supporters Union, friends from the media, distinguished TESCON, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you once again with immense pride and excitement for another very important ceremony which propels us very close towards hosting and organizing the 13th African Games, Accra 2023. Indeed, we have only 7 days to the Games, and it is a great honor to have the second gentleman of our great country, His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, on this special occasion to commission the Lagos sports facilities. Your Excellency, as we cherish this moment and look forward to the rest of Africa joining us here in Accra in some few days' time, I'm honored to reflect on the journey that has brought us this far and the significance it holds for our beautiful nation. From the 100-day countdown, which you duly launched on to this day, a lot has been achieved in the preparation towards the game, especially the facility you see here today. Despite the challenges and unforeseen obstacles we encountered, we have remained resolute in our effort to provide rapid and suitable solution to them. And this is the beautiful evidence that we all see today. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, the forthcoming 13th African Games carry immense significance for our national development. Beyond the trail of competition, the event serves as a catalyst for progress, growth, and development. The construction of the state-of-the-art sports facility in the country not only provides a platform for the athletic excellence, but also contribute to the overall infrastructure development, leaving a legacy for generations to come. After Accra 2023, this facility will serve as a center for excellence, nurturing talent and providing a platform for international competitions. Distinguished guests, the huge investment into this facility will not only seek to achieve sports development, but sports for development, geared towards socio-economic development of our great country. It must be noted that investment into innovative sports infrastructure contributes immensely to economic growth and prosperity. It also ensures healthy lifestyle and promotes the well-being of its citizens at all ages. Additionally, it ensures inclusive and equitable quality of education whilst promoting lifelong learning opportunities for all, especially the location of the facilities where the facilities are situated. This is the agenda of His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's government, and we are on track. Our president has remained resolute and totally committed to this project. Your Excellency the Vice President, I want to say thank you to you and His Excellency the President of the Republic. Therefore, as we wait patiently, wait for the commissioning of the facilities we see here today by His Excellency the Vice President of the Republic, it is my fervent hope that this facility will be maintained and sustained to continually keep the international standard for the continuous development of our sportsmen and women, as well as the potential athletes. Distinguished guests, as we welcome teams from the 54 countries to our shores, let us stand united, love and oneness as Africa to make these games a success. Ghana is known to be very hospitable. Therefore, let us exhibit it fully and extend extensively to make the stay of our guests not just a memorable one, but truly unforgettable. Before I conclude, let me take this opportunity to express my deepest appreciation to all the stakeholders, especially the contractors, and who played vital role in the preparation towards hosting and organizing the 13th African Games. To our partners, our sponsors, chiefs, traditional leaders, members of the local communities, and the dedicated individuals who have tirelessly worked behind the scene, your contribution has not gone unnoticed. This evidence is a testament to the power of collaboration and shared commitment, and I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all of you. The government and the people of Ghana will continue to count on your dedication and commitment to follow through the remaining days as the preparation activities to host and organize the best games on the continent of Africa. Finally, again, I want to appeal to corporate Ghana, multinationals, companies in the country, not to miss this unique opportunity to be partners for these great African Games. We are appealing to every corporate institution, multinationals, and individuals to support the African Games as we host the rest of Africa. Join us to make history by coming on board as sponsors, whilst we offer a strong national and continental platform to reach out to millions of Ghanaians and Africa audience. Thank you so much. May God bless our homeland Ghana and make the African Games. May God bless the African Games and bless Africa. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Mustafa Yusuf. Diligent, hardworking, affable Minister for Youth and Sports. Your Excellency, with your permission, let me acknowledge Dr. Richard Bwedu, GetFund Administrator. Let's put our hands together for him, please. And for those of you who care about the history of this edifice, it was started under His Excellency, former President Kufuor, with a GetFund. So if GetFund is here, they are in the right place. They started the entire project. Thank you, Dr. Richard Bwedu. It is time for the leader of the ruling MPP, I call him the president in waiting, to speak. But I'm not the one to introduce him. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together and welcome the MP for the area, Honorable Al-Hassan Seyram. Lydia, to do that for us, please.
The Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, my dear sister, the Vice Chancellor of a Premier University, Professor Nanaba, the AU Commissioner and representative of a...
Please hold on. Ghana supporters, please. Please, let's listen to Honorable. Afterwards, you'll be permitted to do whatever you want to do.
Honorable Greater Accra Regional Minister, designates, all my colleagues present here, officials from the Ministry and Sports, local organizing committee for 2023 African Games, members of the Ghana Sports Authority, invited guests, my students, my Lagos students, welcome you. The media, ladies and gentlemen. Permit me to stand on the existing protocol. It is with great honor and pride that we gather here today to commission the 13th All-African Games. As we stand on the brink of the extraordinary event, we are reminded of the power of spirit to unite, of sport to unite, inspire, and ignite the spirits among all nations. Should never change in any way or form. Let's continue keeping it to remain this international standard for all in the sub-region. I thank you all. May our good Lord continue to bless us and bless our homeland, Ghana. I am also here to do one thing. We call him Mr. Digital. We call him the hope or the hopeless. We call him the youth. The youth are looking forward to their president. They have no other than His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to come.
Let's put our hands together.
The aged, the underprivileged, the unemployed, they are all looking forward to you, His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Thank you. Thank you very much. The Minister for Youth and Sports, an MP for Yagba Kubori, Honorable Mustafa Yusuf, Ministers of State here present, our host Member of Parliament for Ayawasu West Wogon, Lydia Seriam Al-Hassan, also the incoming Minister for Sanitation and Water Resources, Members of Parliament here present, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Ghana, Your Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic Corps, the Mayor of Accra Metropolitan Assembly, the District Chief Executive of Ayawasu West Wogon, Ayawasu West District, all MMDCs here present, Herbert Mensah, President of Africa Rugby, the President of the Ghana Olympic Committee, Executive Chairman of the Local Olympic Committee, Dr. Kweku Fosi Asari, and members of the LOC, for Health, Humanitarian Affairs and Social Development, Her Excellency Minata Sesuma, contractors and consultants who have done an excellent job, the Ghana Supporters Union, the friends from the media, on behalf of His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, I exhort of you in this important ceremony. About 3 months ago, I embarked on an inspection tour of this facility and others in Boteman as we marked the 100 days countdown to the 13th Africa Games, to be hosted here in Ghana for the first time in our nation's history. I am excited to be back and in your distinguished company for the commissioning of yet another facility, the University of Ghana Sports Stadium and Rugby Stadium, for the 13th African Games. 2 weeks ago, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo commissioned the ultra-modern Boteman Sports Complex, which boasts of multiple world-class sports arena,
which will be used for the African Games. The commissioning of the Ghana Sports Stadium and Rugby Stadium is another giant step by Ghana, which indicates our preparedness to host the African Games in just a few days' time. At the time we won the bid to host the African Games, Ghana had inadequate multi-sports infrastructure. And this placed enormous responsibility on us to build more infrastructure than the dream of hosting our first ever African Games possible. Yes, we may not have the infrastructure for now, but it is possible. Some Ghanaians wrote Ghana off and said it was not possible for Ghana to host the African Games given the time that was left. But we were determined and we persevered to the vision and commitment of the government of His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, who was bent on bringing a vision and commitment as part of but will also leave the country a huge the country. At the Boteman Sports Complex, which the President commissioned just a few weeks ago, we have world-class multi-purpose domes for many indoor games and a world-class aquatic center with a warm-up pool. Here at Legon, the facilities we are commissioning today include a 10,000 capacity stadium with a modern Mondo track for athletics competition, a standard warm-up athletic track, as well as a modern rugby stadium. The Minister for Sports was just whispering to me that this modern rugby stadium is the largest in West Africa. And I am not surprised to see Herbert Mensah here to take a look at this stadium and to honor what has also been done. I am particularly excited about the completion of the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, which with added facilities due to its checkered history. As we all know, the construction of the stadium started under the government of A.A. Kufuor over 50 years ago. However, the construction of this stadium was completely abandoned by successive governments until our government assumed office and decided to resume construction, and the result is the beautiful edifice we are seeing here today for commissioning. I would like to thank former President Kufuor for his vision to build a stadium for the nation's premier university. And I also want to thank the GET Fund for providing the initial funding. Dr. Richard Boedu is here for providing the initial funding, and to all those who have played various roles to ensure the completion of the stadium. As the University of Ghana celebrates its landmark 75th anniversary, there could not have been a more fitting monument for the anniversary. This has come at the right time to host the Africa Games, and also as a befitting legacy to the university and its community. Our government has taken sports very seriously and sports infrastructure very seriously. It has constructed sports stadia. We are building in the 10 old regions, and we have completed 6 out of the 10, and we expect the other 4 to be completed this year. We have also completed over 150 astroturfs in communities across the country. When we came into government, Ghana had only 3 astroturfs. And today we can speak of 150 additional ones. What is absolutely in no doubt is that our sports facilities, more sports than any other government since independence. No government has built as much sports infrastructure than our government, and the data is clear. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, in spite of Ghana being a founding member of the Africa Games, Ghana has never hosted the Games. The desire has always been there, yet we have not been able to host it. Now, the African Games is right here with us, and we have a unique opportunity to make history. So let us come together as a nation to maximize the benefits of hosting Africa's greatest sports festival. The African Games is a celebration of the continent's sporting talents and its beautiful people. So let us ensure that the competition is held in an atmosphere of camaraderie, unity, and celebration of the cultural diversity that is uniquely African. The history of the African Games is tied to the history of the continent. The Games thus inhabits the spirit of Africa and Pan-Africanism. Our theme for this edition of the African Games is Experience the African Dream. And this theme is steeped in the core values of unity, independence, political and economic cooperation, as well as historical and cultural awareness. Throughout the Games, we would experience the varied transitions and cultures of our brothers, also them more of our globally renowned Ghanaian hospitality. I am told that we are expecting over 13,000 elite athletes, sports technocrats, technicians, and officials, including volunteers, and they are expected to participate and serve in the competition. Apart from the African Games, wider social and cultural, health and economic context, the Games have the capacity to trigger off a wide range of external benefits, including building social capital, stimulating economic development, facilitating employment opportunities, and promoting healthy lifestyles and peaceful coexistence. The African Games is also a major avenue to highlight sports as a means to create jobs for the youth. The competition also offers the opportunity to leverage sports as a tool for comprehensive, sustainable socioeconomic development. Ladies and gentlemen, it is for these reasons that our government, under the leadership of a true sports enthusiast, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, took the bold decision to bid for and win the rights for Ghana to host this edition of the African Games. Preparations towards the Games, including the construction of facilities, have not been easy, but our determination has triumphed, and the rewards, both direct and indirect, have already started. Ladies and gentlemen, government, through the Ministry of Youth and Sports and the local organizing committee of the 13th African Games, 2023 has worked tirelessly with the African Union Sports Council, Association of National Olympic Committees of Africa, and associations of African sports confederations to organize and host the Games. All of government and other state and non-state actors are collaborating with the ministry and local organizing committee to deliver the It has taken so much work and effort to be where we are. It's indeed refreshing, especially looking back at how some pessimists loudly called for Ghana to withdraw from hosting the competition when the preparations faced some challenges due to unforeseen circumstances, as we are all aware. As we geared up for the Games, we are geared up for the Games in a few days. I urge you, the Ministry of Youth and Sports and the local organizing committee, to remain focused and give us a successful competition, problem-free competition, which will reflect the investment and commitment we have shown so far. Also, the support of all of us is required to make the Games a success. I sincerely invite and urge all of us to put our shoulders to the plow and make Ghana and Africa proud. On this note, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is my singular honor to hereby declare the beautiful University of Ghana Sports Stadium and Rugby Stadium duly commissioned. Thank you for your attention. God bless you, and God bless our homeland, Ghana.
Thank you so much for that inspiring message. Very soon we'll draw the curtains and bring the program to a close. We started with a Christian prayer and we'll end with a Muslim prayer. But before then, a member of the LOC responsible for security, Vice Chair of the Media Committee, Mr. Ahmed Osman Khalid Zakaria Guruguruwe, he has the longest name, the vote of thanks.
Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic, and inshallah the incoming President of our beloved nation, and currently the leader of our great party, the New Patriotic Party. First and foremost, let's thank the Almighty Allah for this day. We thank Allah for everything, and we thank Him for giving us this blessed day. The next to be thanked is His Excellency, as I rightly said, the Vice President, the incoming President, and the leader of the great MPP fraternity. Then we are also thanking our excellent and wonderful hard-working ministers of state and members of parliament of our republic. Then members of DCAG and also the members of AU who are also here. The next to be thanked are the members of LOC, the staff of the Ministry of Youth and Sports, led by their hard-working minister and chief director, the staff of National Sports Authority, and all. Then we thank our brothers and sisters of the security agencies who are poised to give us security from day one till the games are over. We thank them for their presence here. Then to our good friends, the contractors and the consultants, those who became our friends at the initial stage when the going was tough. The minister was all out
LOC were all out. Today, they are our friends. We are grateful to you. And to the consultants, we say thank you very much for consulting. And to our hard-working brothers and sisters of Inky Fraternity, we are grateful for the coverage. And please, the work has begun. All is set, inshallah. From 3rd, the games, supporters, you know, and all. Thank you very much, Mr. MC. Please take over. Thank you, Mr. Ahmed Osman Khalid. It is time for the closing prayer, and Alhaji Ibrahim Ejay, a member of the LOC from the presidency, will do that for us. Ghana supporters, please hold on, please hold on. Very soon you will have your time, please, respectfully. Please hold on, Ghana supporters. Please. Tescom, we acknowledge and appreciate your presence, but please hold on for the closing prayer, please.
Thank you. Your Excellency, Mr. Vice President, all protocols observed. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me as we recite Al-Fatiha. Al-Fatiha is the opening of the Quran that makes all things possible. Let us pray. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina as-siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alayhim. Darling. Amen.
Shall we be upstanding for the national anthem? But please, before then, be reminded that His Excellency, the leader of the Clean MPP and the Vice President of the Republic, Dr. Baumia, and his entourage, will officially commission the edifice and inspect the VIP. Not all of us will follow him, please. The Vice President and his entourage, the TCAG, AU, the Ministers of State, the ambassadors, the diplomatic corps, and the contracted consultant. If your name is not mentioned, please do not follow them. The security will be at work. Thank you so much. Shall we all be upstanding for the national anthem? As I indicated, if your name is not mentioned, please do not follow. It is the Vice President, His Excellency, and his entourage, members of the diplomatic corps, MPs, AU, TCAG, the contractors and consultants. We are going to officially commission the project and inspect the VIP.
President now has scouted he is going to be going into the VIP now with many other dignitaries to inspect the facility and formally then open it up to the 13th African Game. Track and field athletics. And all the games that are going to be hosted here are going to be games that many Ghanaians are going to enjoy about what a facility now to host this event. One of the things then that has been said about the facility then is also the fact that for the near future, we're going to make sure it's always going to be in good state. And it's going to benefit Ghana sports and many other things, because after this event, the sports director of University of Ghana, Dr. Bello, says that the facility is going to come back to the university and they are going to be managing it. They are opening it up to all Ghanaians. So be expecting to see national teams here, be expecting to see many other events happening here. But for now, the attention, the focus, the main purpose for the completion of this facility is for the 13th African Games, Accra. The University of Ghana Stadium is ready. Ready? So that is the stadium as you see. Tracks ready, set by events. Very ready, and as you see, it is still the University of Ghana Stadium right there on your screens. It's a beautiful edifice, really. And now the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana is going to take leave of us. He's taking his seat in his car after commissioning and opening the stadium. He will leave and continue with his numerous other duties that he's got about the state. Yeah, so this ceremony now has officially opened the facility, and this was His Excellency Vice President Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, who graced the occasion together with of Parliament and Minister of Youth and Sports, Honorable Mustafa Yusuf. And so now the Vice President takes leave of us after completing the commissioning of the facility. So now let the games begin, the 13th African Games. Here, let it all begin. So let's enjoy some of the scenes from the stadium now that it's been opened. Now that we've got the facility to ourselves, and now that we've got the games coming up. Catch a glimpse of it, catch a view of it. And there you see it. The University of Ghana Stadium. It's one more edifice for Ghana in the capital, befitting to host international standard games as it hosts the African Games. So apart from the Accra Sports Stadium, the Elwak Stadium, now there is a University of Ghana Stadium right here in the capital. And yeah, you can see the excitement of many people. And for the students, really, they should be excited because now they've got proper facilities to groom their talents even as they take on the education. So university students now have got certified tracks to train on, standard facility to train. And we'll be looking forward to see now how Ghana will be looking to win many medals as it hosts the whole of Africa. So this is a lot of stars will be born for sure. And for many athletes, this facility could be where they announce themselves to the rest of Africa and the rest of the world. So this is said to be a historic stadium. And also remember that the facility only 2 weeks ago at Borteman, where we're going to host indoor games, the swimming, tennis, 3x3 basketball, was also in Ghana. It's another Danko Akufo-Addo only 2 weeks ago. And with that commissioned, it's also going to host some games. So history is going to be made here in Accra. History is going to be made here in Ghana. And all the athletes will be poised to write their names in the history books of the African Games. Remember that we've got 8 disciplines that is going to be serving as the Olympic qualifier. So it's going to be keen. Competition is going to be really high. Expectations as well. But Ghana is ready, Accra is ready, in Africa can expect great games to come through. So we'll be looking forward to an understanding again is that even though as we look forward to more of the countries and their reps to come through, many other countries have already touched down in Ghana and acclimatizing with the conditions. They'll have their own time as well to visit the facility and acquaint themselves with the facility. Many others are beginning to familiarize themselves with the weather, the conditions, and as they prepare for the African Games. So yeah, should be exciting. Excited. But straight to the point, simple. We heard from the LOC. The LOC, we saw its members being introduced by the chairperson of the committee, and then we heard from the AU rep, we heard from the University of Ghana Chancellor, we heard from the Sports Minister, Honorable Mustafa Yusuf, and now we heard from the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana. So yeah, should be exciting. We're looking forward to it big time. The African Games. Remember that the games are going to be live on GTV Plus. So I've been joined by Adai Mensah. I mean, the ceremony is over.
Yeah, it's a carnival already.
Yeah, it's a party.
I think this is a prelude to what is coming up. It's a prelude to what's coming up, and I will encourage every Ghanaian, every youth especially, this right.
Yep.
And I hope that there will be huge participation in the coming weeks.
Yeah, and of course we did hear from the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. He actually was speaking about the fact that his government have really invested in infrastructure, over 150 astroturfs, and there is this and there is that at Borteman to come. That is really good in terms of infrastructure for Ghana.
Yeah, that's true, but I like to restrict myself at least to the Africa Games. I have my own issues with the astroturfs. They are not standard, and sometimes the quality is much desired. So, I mean...
But this stadium is standard now.
This one is world-class.
So let's stay with this one. And what about Borteman?
It has some very world-class standards. So, we are here for the Africa Games.
Yeah.
Let's restrict ourselves to the Africa Games for now.
Yeah.
But this is good. And I like the atmosphere.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
It's a party already.
And I hope that we can provide this atmosphere for all the games and for Ghana to win some medals for it to be a great success.
And now it's important really that all Ghanaians do come together to make all of Africa visiting here to feel the hospitality there.
Important. And that's why I'm happy to see the Ghana Supporters Union and other supporters wearing Ghana colors I know we're in an election year, but this is not about MPP, NDC. This is about Ghana, and we should all come together to make sure that we win laurels for Mother Ghana.
Yeah, and for the athletes as well, especially those who are Ghanaians, they would know that this facility, which is new, they got an opportunity of making history on their own soil.
No more excuse about the tartan tracks.
Yeah.
What you're running out there in Europe and America is exactly what we've brought here. Gone are the days, I hope, where they'll come and it will be Elwak or Kumasi, and then they'll say it's substandard, and so their spikes are not able to move appropriately on those tartan tracks. But these are the Mondo world-class ones. As you can see, it's similar to what we saw in Birmingham.
Yep.
So it's really, really, really up to scratch. It's up to standard. And I hope that our athletes will make the best out of it and not underestimate what it is that we can provide here in Ghana too for them.
Does it put any pressure on these athletes, really?
It does. No more excuses. So it does. I mean, the only excuse maybe they could come up with will be the weather. But I haven't seen the timetable yet. And are usually going to be a bit hot. But there'll be no excuse for the evening sessions. Even then, they go on tour, and sometimes in southern part of America, weather is even short than it is. Excuse. I think there's pressure on them. They must deliver for Ghana, and they must get some medals in this Africa game.
Yeah, so we'll be looking forward to see a lot of all these
yes.
at the 13th African Games. For all the other countries, though, when they look at the facilities that we've got for them, they'll be poised as well.
I underestimate Ghanaians, but I tell you what, be surprised outside.
Yeah.
You know, Nigerians think Ghana is heaven, especially when it comes to even power. You know, they get amazed that we are going to be able to host this, and even sometimes we'll be hosting it from the national grid. So look, they will be impressed. They have a very high view of Ghana. Zambians do, Zimbabweans do, even South Africans do.
Yeah.
So I think that will showcase something, and they will not rather be disappointed because they have a very high level of respect for Ghana.
And going forward, this facility or these facilities opens up the opportunity for Ghana now to have the 13th Africa Games is going to be held, and we are of course poised. We are looking at all the fun that is going to be happening, and now that the facility has been commissioned, it's all now set for the games to begin. It is the 13th Africa Games here in Accra. It's how this place is going to look next 4 years, next 10 years. It's a genuine concern
It's a
for every
very,
Ghanaian.
very extremely genuine concern. But let me say, you know, these are middle class to upper class areas, and you will have people who have a sense of maintenance also coming to utilize the facility. I believe strongly that just because of the location of the facility, inter-university halls are being held here alone. They'll prepare.
That will be something.
They'll prepare for it.
Yeah.
And then I know that Bella has said that they'll be bidding for the inter-university games as well. Yeah.
I mean, there'll be no competition for who wins the next inter-university games. All they're going to have to do is table their facility, and everybody knows. But more importantly, then, for even the secondary cycle schools, the whole of Accra, when they want to host their interco and what have you, they've got this.
My primary school, University Primary, will come and do intersections here.
All right, so the Africa Games is right here on our doorsteps. Remember that all these events are going to be live on GTV and GTV Sports Plus. You can enjoy all the big athletes, elite athletes coming from the whole of Africa to compete here in Accra as the Vice President, His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, has commissioned the University of Ghana Sports Stadium open for use. We are ready to dig in for the games that is come. Kojo, thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
It's been fun.
Thank you very much, Ghana. Please, let's patronize the games. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be wonderful. And let me talk Generation X language. We are trending.
We are trending.
On X.
We're trending.
On X.
All right, so that is how we wrap it up today. It's all done here. Now, let the games begin.